See, essentially, if we look at the entire e-commerce landscape within India, so it is primarily divided into two halves. One is marketplaces, the likes of Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, that's Hapkins. Other is direct-to-consumer ecosystem. So Shiprocket as an entity is on a mission to give a similar experience to the consumers and the sellers alike in the D2C commerce ecosystem or the cohort. So essentially meaning if you as a consumer are buying from a marketplace or from a brand, which is a D2C entity, your experience should be the same. Be it, we are currently visually operating in the post-order space. So once the order is placed, so you should get a similar experience in terms of communications, in terms of delivery speed, in terms of pricing options, and if you are a seller, you should be able to get insights about your business. You should be able to treat your customers in a very similar fashion how Amazon or the marketplaces give that. So that is our vision. So essentially, there are two aspects to it. So not just the festive seasons, these brands, they go on regular sale cycles whenever they are launching some new products and all that stuff. So the first half where we'll have to take care is essentially scaling the technical platform, the technology platform in anticipation of the increased order volumes. So we do it proactively as we have designed the system in such a fashion that we are able to predict the unit economics in terms of multiples of orders. So if we have a projection that, okay, there will be a X amount of increase in the order volume in a stipulated amount of time, we are able to predict that, okay, how our workloads are to be changed or enhanced. So that we do. The second aspect is in our fulfillment centers, in our supply chain down the line, essentially the ops business, which should also take care of the increased order volumes. So there also we have bifurcated the entire process into multiple legs, where we identify in terms of these how the picking packing stations work at the warehouse, or how the monitoring is done at the ops level. So in those atomic functions, we are able to predict in advance, and be it about increasing the manpower or the packing stations in the warehouses, or be it monitoring increased KPIs in terms of additional KPIs. So all those things we try to plan in advance. See, essentially, it's about capital has a cost. There's something called as cost of capital. So what happened last few years? It was all about scale. It was all about scale, valuations, and all that stuff. That business fundamentals or unit economics will come into play later. Let's first get more customers or do more transactions. So that and the capital was easily available. So in view of anticipation of that, the valuations skyrocketed. We have seen businesses who got increased multiples overnight. But now that all of us are a party to the global economic changes, microeconomic changes which are happening. So from that perspective, now businesses have to, and ours is no exception. Our businesses have to look at three primary points. One is your unit economics, which you have to. So even if you are investing into some new line of business, you have to be very sure that, okay, what is the runway, what is the time, what is the amount which you will be spending in that new line of business. So earlier, if it was that, okay, if one of your business lines is making money and you are funding, incubating some new lines of business, so here you have to have clear-cut milestones that, okay, the capital which I am spending, for what time period, what with the multiples. That is the second aspect which people have to take care of it. And third is the companies are reducing the number of experiments which they are doing. Okay. So you have to see what is relevant. So sometime back, if I was doing, say, half a dozen experiments over a continued period of time, so that number has come down. Yeah. So these are the three things primarily which companies are doing, I think so. Don't overspend. Don't overspend, be it in terms of processes, be it in terms of your people, be it in terms of your technical or operational infrastructure. So always, if you look at our surroundings, be it business or anything, So there are always two ways to implement stuff or look at things. Perspective. One is the normal or the lavish way. The other one is a frugal way.
Right.
So in though, I'll give you a simple example. You are hungry. I mean, you can go to a Michelin star restaurant and have a meal, or you can go to a 5-star hotel or have a buffet, or you can go to a normal restaurant, or you can cook at home.
Sir.
So there are times where you have to make those amendments. And earlier, as I mentioned in one of the responses, that earlier majority of the startups were moving to Michelin star restaurants. So they have to revisit that. See, end of the day, no matter what we say, investors will support only those businesses which will make them money. Either today, or they are confident that they will give a return sometime in some time.
Okay.
So it is about the onus is on the business to give that confidence to the investor.
All right.
If an investor is confident that okay, today maybe business is burning some money, but in due course of time the fundamentals are strong, the market is there, the basic parameters are very strong, then the investor will back. I mean, in current scenario, I don't think the kind of businesses which flourished in last 2-3 years, they will continue. So, and we are seeing that every day. Essentially, the thing is, as I mentioned earlier, our mission is to give a level playing field to our sellers, to our customers in the D2C e-commerce domain, and also give the shopping experience to the end buyer.
Yeah.
So we started this journey around 6 years back with our shipping with the product, which is essentially a logistics aggregation product.
Yeah.
So, but step by step, we are adding more products to the kitty, be it our fulfillment vertical, be it our WhatsApp CRM, be it our NDR workflows and other stuff. So, and we will continue to embark on that journey so that we are able to give that ease or reduce friction in the life of our sellers and their buyers. And in 3 to 4 years, our time frame, we want to be dominant player in this particular scheme of things, not just a logistics aggregation bank. See, funding return is only strengthening things. So, in the sense, if external factors are slightly harsh, so the music will be separated from the noise. So that is given, irrespective of the scale of business. As I mentioned, if you have your fundamentals under control, your growth may take some time if it is capital driven.
Yep.
But you'll be able to survive.
Exactly.
So and the sense is this will be a new working norm for some time now. So the businesses which will come out, they will come out strong. Investors will have more confidence in them. Customers will have seen the performance, and the better part is new businesses which will be incubated after this or during this period, their thought process will be different from day one. They will not like to embark on the backs of the investor money, that okay, they will fund my every transaction and it's okay if I lose money on every transaction.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.